Good morning, dear students and my dear friends. Welcome to the Easy Teach Academy. I hope you must have understood the topic of aggregate demand and its components, its schedule and its curve. And I hope you have enjoyed the quiz also, the link of which was given in the description box of the previous video. Let's begin with the next topic. After aggregate demand, there comes the topic of aggregate supply. What is aggregate supply? It refers to the aggregate of production planned by the producers. यानी इकॉनमी में साल भर में प्रोड्यूसर्स ने जो प्रोडक्शन प्लान किया है, डिज़ायर प्रोडक्शन, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड एग्रीगेट सप्लाई. और इट रेफर्स टू फ्लो ऑफ गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज planned by the producers to be produced during an accounting year. Again, the point is that this is a planned production. What the producers are planning to produce, this is not the actual production. तो एक साल के अंदर प्रोड्यूसर कितना प्रोडक्शन प्लान कर रहे हैं, कितने अमाउंट के गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज बनाएंगे वो, दैट इज कॉल्ड एग्रीगेट सप्लाई. So the important elements is, it is the production of goods and services, it is planned by the producers, it is not an actual production and within a period of an accounting year. Now the important thing is that aggregate supply means from producer's point of view, that is production, that is value addition. Okay, and we have already done that. Whatever production is taking place in an economy, the value addition, sum total of value addition will be equivalent to the value of factor income generated in the economy. So now what we are going to prove, that aggregate supply is equivalent to the Y, that is income. यानी हम क्या प्रूफ करेंगे अब, कि जो सम टोटल ऑफ एग्रीगेट सप्लाई है, जितना भी एग्रीगेट सप्लाई होगा इकोनॉमी के अंदर एक साल के अंदर, उतनी ही वैल्यू की इनकम, फैक्टर इनकम जनरेट होगी. यानी एग्रीगेट सप्लाई इज आइडेंटिकल विद द फैक्टर इनकम जनरेटेड इन द इकोनॉमी. इट मीन्स AS, that is aggregate supply, is equal to Y, that is income. How it is possible? So let's see. What is value addition और value of production? हम प्रोडक्शन की वैल्यू कैसे एस्टिमेट करते हैं? तो हमारे पास दो तरह के खर्चे आते हैं, क्योंकि हम प्रोडक्शन में दो तरह के फैक्टर यूज़ करते हैं. एक है फैक्टर इनपुट, दैट इज़ लैंड, लेबर, कैपिटल एंड एंटरप्रेन्योर. एंड द सेकेंड इज़ नॉन फैक्टर इनपुट, दैट इज़ रॉ मटेरियल, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, वाटर, ये जो बाकी सामान जिसे हम इंटरमीडिएट कॉस्ट कहते हैं, हम वो यूज़ करते हैं. सो इट मीन्स वैल्यू एडिशन और वैल्यू ऑफ प्रोडक्शन इज इक्वल टू एक्सपेंडिचर डन ऑन फैक्टर इनपुट्स प्लस एक्सपेंडिचर डन ऑन नॉन फैक्टर इनपुट. डन. बट द एक्सपेंडिचर ऑन नॉन फैक्टर इनपुट इज कॉल्ड इंटरमीडिएट कॉस्ट, intermediate consumption, and it is not considered in the estimation of national income, so it will not be considered. So what we are left, value of production is equivalent to the value of expenditure done on factor inputs, that is the rent paid to the land, wages paid to the labor, profit paid to the entrepreneur, and the interest paid to the capital, interest paid on capital. So it means aggregate supply is production and is equivalent to the income, that is factor income. तो यानी AS किसके बराबर है? Y. यानी aggregate supply और income one and the same thing है. तो आगे फर्दर जब भी हम चैप्टर में डिस्कस करेंगे, we will use that AS is equivalent to Y. Why? क्योंकि जितनी भी वैल्यू का प्रोडक्शन होगा, उतनी ही वैल्यू की फैक्टर इनकम जनरेट होगी, क्योंकि जो नॉन फैक्टर इनपुट्स हैं उनका खर्चा हम कंसिडर नहीं करते हैं. आई होप आपको ये क्लियर हो गया होगा कि वाई AS is taken equivalent to the Y, or why income, Y means income, and aggregate supply are considered as identical. Now moving further, we will discuss aggregate supply schedule. What is aggregate supply schedule? Again, whenever there is a word schedule, it means a tabular presentation. So aggregate supply schedule is a table which shows the behavior of aggregate supply corresponding to different level of income. Again, we are studying whether it's aggregate demand or whether it's aggregate supply, we are studying with respect to level of income, because in microeconomics, the theory propounded by Lord Keynes, there is no place for price. What we are taking into consideration, the level of income. So What is aggregate supply schedule? It's a table which shows the behavior of aggregate supply corresponding to different level of income. तो स्लाइड में आप देखिए, साइड पे आपको एक स्लाइड दिख रही है जिसमें लेवल ऑफ इनकम है 0, 20, 40, 60. It is increasing by 20 crore each time, and we have already proved that y and as are equal to each other. So whatever is the value of y, so the value of as will be same. At 0 level, aggregate supply is also 0. And when income is 20 crore, aggregate supply is also 20 crore. When income is 40, aggregate supply is also 40. It means the when we will draw the curve of aggregate supply or income, it will be the same. Now see the slide in which the diagram is being shown. On x-axis income is shown, and on y-axis aggregate supply is shown, and there is only one curve because the curve of income and the aggregate supply coincide with each other because the values are same. And the important thing, it means it shows that, what it shows that income and aggregate supply are identical to each other, and that's why it make an angle of 45 degree. AS curve will make an angle of 45 degree, and AS curve is also called line of reference. It is also called line of reference, and it is upward sloping from left to right. What it indicates, as the income will increase, then the production will also increase because there is always excess capacity in the economy. जैसे जैसे इनकम बढ़ेगी वैसे वैसे प्रोडक्शन भी बढ़ेगी, एग्रीगेट सप्लाई भी बढ़ेगी. आई होप आपको आज एग्रीगेट सप्लाई कंसेप्ट क्लियर हो गया होगा. थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग. काइंडली शेयर, like and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to play quiz. The